Have you ever struggled to remember important moments, or even whole chunks of time, and wondered why? It's not just forgetfulness. For many people, especially those who have experienced trauma, memory loss can actually be a survival response. In this video, we'll look at how trauma and dissociation affect the body, why certain memories get blocked, and why some experiences feel missing or foggy. It's probably not happening for the reasons that you think. Hello everybody, I'm Catriona Morten. I'm a sensory motor psychotherapist, and this is Vega therapy, where you learn to calm your body, quieten your mind, and heal from within. So let's get started. Just a quick note to say, thank you so much YouTube for our amazing clapperboard as a partner perk. It's absolutely brilliant just to have a bit of recognition from YouTube, so thank you very much. And it's great to be part of the YouTube community. Can trauma and dissociation cause memory loss? The answer is yes. This is such a common feature with so many of my clients. They will have massive chunks of memory missing, huge periods of time that they actually have no recollection. People will say to them, "Oh, do you remember when so-and-so?" No, I don't remember. They don't even have any kind of visual clues or visual memories. It's actually things are completely missing. And that can be very, very unsettling. It can leave them with a sense of, I don't really know who I am, where I've come from, got huge parts of me missing. That point of reference that really tells us where we've come from. For a lot of my clients, they don't have that. For other people, it will be certain periods of time, no memory. Now, a lot of us, will be familiar with someone can have an accident, something serious happened to them. They can have amnesia. And doctors will say, well, it might be temporary, it might be permanent. We've got that ability. If things are so awful, so consistently awful, either through physical pain, abuse, fear, things just being very, very unsettling or destabilizing, then we can't just, keep going on and dealing with things and facing it, carrying it all with us. It's too much. So we learn to dissociate. We're there, but we're not there. And I've done quite a lot of videos on dissociation. If you want to look at the different presentations of that, what it can look like, we'll put them down in the description box. But it's a thing that we learn to do so that we're not fully present, we're not fully aware, we're not really taking in what's happening to us. We have this amazing ability to lock away memory, experiences, whole chunks of our life, lock them up into a place where we have no access to them. Now, when things have been really overwhelming and difficult and frightening and terrifying and painful, then thank goodness we have that ability to do that. Because one, if we've got no access to those memories, well then those memories can't be triggered. Sometimes we still have a body memory, so we can have a triggered experience, so we can feel it through our body. Something might happen and we might get very dissociative or frozen, or we can feel a huge amount of fear and anxiety and have absolutely no context to, I don't know what just happened, I don't know what just set that off. We can have that experience with our body, but it means that we're not going to get the flashbacks and we've not got those terrible memories to have. It's unsettling, but it's a survival mechanism. We've become like that because we've had to. It's something we've had to do to survive. Now, I want to give a little bit of warning about uncovering some of these memories, because understandably, a lot of people really want to know what happened to me. If anybody ever says to me, oh, I'm going to go and get hypnotherapy, then I give them a very clear warning. It's like, you might just take the lid off and uncover all of these memories that have been locked away because you weren't able to deal with them at the moment, either because there was too many of them happening, or you didn't have the capacity to deal with whatever these painful things that were happening to you were. So be very careful. I've had people come to me having had hypnotherapy or regression therapy. And all of these things come up and now they find that they can't cope with them. I also give a warning about EMDR for a lot of people. It's okay, well, we'll try and take it slowly, but we never quite know what's going to pop up. So I always need to know that someone has the capacity to deal with things when they come up, that they can regulate, that even if they dissociate, I know how to get them back, or together we work so that we can get them back, so that we've got enough of a window of tolerance to deal with whatever's coming up. And for me, the safest way to work on these things is through the body. Talking about things, having experience of things, noticing where energetically things lie, being aware of certain parts of your body that might activate. What happens if you pay attention to that, if you stay with that, if you make connection with it? Because quite often bits of memory come up. But through that way, through either somatic experiencing or sensory motor work, our brain and our body are much more likely to work at the pace that suits us, with the capacity that we actually have available to us. We'll be shown things that we can deal with. So I would always advocate for a much slower way of looking into those things and allowing them almost to come up to us when we're ready, rather than just opening the door and heading straight head on into that, because we never quite know what we're going to be shown. And some of these things can be life-changing for people. It can just change everything that they've known, everything they've believed, and it can be quite shocking and upsetting. So it's just a bit of a note of caution. But of course it is so unsettling. But it is something that we do to survive, to keep ourselves safe. And as always, our body and our brain, they're not working against us. They're doing everything they can to help us, because life has been too difficult. So I hope that helps make sense of things, and it's helpful, useful, and explains why you might have chunks of memory missing. So if this has helped, subscribe to our channel and join us every week for more body-based healing, because real healing doesn't start in the mind, it starts in the body.